Welcome back to another video, and today we are going back to the unibody MacBook, and you can see I accidentally dropped my Retina MacBook Pro on the unibody. MagSafe charger caught on one of my drawer things, drawer handles, and then, made kind of trip, lurched me forward, and then boom, all the MacBooks just fell out of my hands. But the dent is kind of noticeable when you turn it over, but doesn't really affect the usability of the computer. So I'm gonna get the iFixit toolkit that I will leave in the description below. Let's get started. And you might notice that this screw here is different because, well, the other screw fell out and no other screws will screw into it like the generic Apple screws. It just won't work. So it's, I don't know, but it won't go in. It's like, it's too short. So this is a longer screw. I can show you while I am unscrewing this screw and compare it to another screw. And you can see it is quite longer if I put them side by side. I don't know why it won't screw into it anymore. But anyways, I think I forgot to tell you what the video is about today. Sorry about that. That was kind of cringe. Okay, now it's focused. But I'm going to show you how to remove the MagSafe port and replace it with a new one. And if I have enough time left over, I'm going to do a 2-in-1 video, I'm not saying it will happen, but it might, because we're already 2 minutes in just unscrewing the bottom panel, Well, that's part of because I had to do the screw comparison, but, just to prove to you. But take the bottom panel off. It has been affected on the inside. So that's nice. So you can see I added some tabs, but over here. None of your business. But this is powered off. You have to power your device off. And if you did not, then that's not good. But we are focusing on the logic board. Just ignore this part. So, yeah, I did take the sticker off. But anyways, that might entertain you by looking at it. Because that is not a SATA SSD. That is a hard DVD drive. But anyways, you can remove the battery. It's almost dead. So I'm going to be switching it out for another one. Because my MagSafe port is broken. So I can try to solder that because I did get my soldering kit. But anyways, you want to disconnect all the connectors from the board. And you got to be a little more careful here with the main display connector. So, yeah. And here too, you don't want to rip these cables. I am really good at this, so I don't really need to worry about that. So, yeah. And I'll give you guys an update on my YouTube channel. Maybe some other Saturday video. But this week is February vacation. Actually, it's not even next week. But it is February vacation. And I might do another video this week. On Wednesday, whatever time I have this week, to make another video, but, it's not, I'm not sure about it, but, removing the logic board screws, we can get access to the computer, and you don't have to necessarily remove the fan, but I recommend it to make things easier. Same with the battery, to give you more clearance. And you also have to unscrew the MagSafe port. That is a separate thing of screws. And for me, disconnecting the MagSafe port it's pretty easy, but for you it might be hard because it might be because you're really new at this and you've just bought your unibody MacBook Pro or unibody MacBook and you don't know how to remove it. There's a lot of these tutorials. This is kind of like chat tutorial because I'm not really good at editing. I'm running an outdated version of iMovie on my Retina MacBook Pro since, it's a hand-me-down. Oh, yep, just forgot to disconnect that. Don't be like me. So now that the MagSafe port is removed, there's still one cable right here, and you want to disconnect that. Now you have access to the board. So, taking the top case and putting it on the ground, you can put the bottom panel on it. Well, I'm putting it on the ground because I don't have any other space on my desk because it's pretty messy. But anyways, focusing on the... How did I not know about this from before? I'm so stupid. But we can zoom in and we can disconnect it. And you might need a spudger for this, which I do have. But, you can just do this from side to side, or you can just do it with one fingernails. Well, I don't have any fingernails, but it will help if... Okay, now the MagSafe port is out. You can see mine has some damage to it. I might replace it, I might solder it back. But anyways, now that, you've got your new MagSafe port out of the packaging or whatever other MacBook you have as a replacement, like a donut board, donut MacBook, you can put your new MagSafe port on. Mine isn't brand new, but just a tutorial. It's not, oh, it got stuck. But anyways, and you can push it in 2 fingers, and there it makes a clicking sound, and that is it for this. Next, you can grab your top case, put it on the table, and that which I can zoom out. And you can see the backlight is a little bit messed up because, well, the backlight tapes are not sticky enough anymore. So, yeah, I gotta revise. Next, you can connect your microphone. You can do it whatever way you want. This, for me, is just easier. So now you can align your MacBook logic board, which is the main component of the computer. You can bend the display cable. I'm a little bit messed up on this, but you do have to align that MagSafe port. Okay, I guess aligning the MagSafe port first. All right, now that that's aligned, you can align all the cables. Okay, make sure that the ports are lined up too. Mine is just a little bit dinged up. But you can just fix that by screwing the board in and aligning it. But first of all, you want to connect your cables. And why you want to connect your cables first is because if you screw it in first and then you realize some cables are trapped underneath the board, you're gonna have to unscrew it all over again, and you don't want that to happen. So next we got our fan. Just put that in, and then we can screw the fan screws in. I'm just screwing it on the non-logic board side because I'm not screwing it in the logic board yet. I'll do that screw last. So this screw is next. Alright, forgot to connect the display cable too. You want to connect that. Make sure it's in there nice and tightly. Gotta make sure it's nice and tight. Gotta make sure it's nice and tight. And which that is. So we can unzoom. And we can now start screwing in our logic board. So first of all, I'm going to screw in the MagSafe port. So let's get that screwed in. I'm having a little trouble here, but got it in. And it might be a little twisted, but you know, it's going to be okay because a lot of people have these old unibody MacBooks. Maybe, you know, they want to give it to their younger child as a hand-me-down laptop because these are really solid laptops. You know, you might have some dings in there, you know. I did watch a video that these things can have bad ports, but they're very rare and, you know, I have bought 2 unibody MacBooks, one of which I gave to my mom. It hasn't had any issues, you know, no display issues, you know. It's really speedy fast with the SSD. And you might have noticed I didn't connect these cables yet because, you know, these cables are harder to connect because you have to like slide them in like a piece of paper, except it's not paper. But you need some tweezers for this. And just gotta focus here. Let's just zoom in on that. Alright, now that that is connected, you know, we can continue screwing in the board. They're coming at 11 minutes in the video so far. And one side note, I don't think you can replace the MagSafe ports on the newer computers like the Retina MacBook Pros, the newer MacBook Airs, not the first generation ones, like the 2010 one, and, you know, later. But anyways, putting the battery in, you know, I'm gonna replace it soon. You know, it's like it's out of charge. You know, it hasn't been charged because of, you know, the MagSafe port. But anyways, you can screw in your battery. So the zooming in will be now a new addition to my YouTube channel since I just found that out and I didn't realize how good it was. So yeah, I was really stupid. Okay. Alright, it just wasn't aligned. And I recommend you don't connect the battery first while you're screwing things in, but it doesn't really matter as long as you're not disconnecting any connectors, you know. But anyways, now that everything is screwed in, we can screw in the bottom panel, which is on my floor, because why not? But make sure all your connectors are connected. You know, mine are connected, so you can put the bottom panel on and start screwing in the screws. I recommend you do the 4 screws on the 4 corners first, because that just, you know, gets everything in. And then next, I recommend the sides of the laptop to screw in. Just keep screwing in them screws. And you don't have to worry about messing these bottom case screws on because, you know, of course, the 3 screws go right here. The 3 long ones, and then all the other ones are the small ones. So, not much of a worry when you mess them up. So, anyways, now that this MacBook is done, you know, of course you can power it on. You know, mine still turns on. But anyways, we still got some time. So that makes it so that we can get the MacBook Air. So first of all, gotta move it. Gotta move the laptop. Oh my god, it actually powered on. That's crazy. Anyways, MacBook Air, make sure it's powered off. Mine is, it's powered off. You can see sleep indicator is off. So, of course, you know, you want to unscrew the screws. And the MacBook Air MagSafe port, surprisingly, although it is really hard to repair, the MagSafe port is literally right there, you know. Just unscrew the screws, disconnect the battery. You know, I recommend you don't remove the battery because it's going to be a waste of time. Because you don't have to remove the board and stuff. You know, all that type of stuff. What the heck? Oh, okay. All right. I don't know what's up with that. But anyways, can get the bottom panel up and disconnect the battery. Oh, battery tab almost, cable tab almost broke off. But you can see here, here is literally just right there, you know? Like, you know, you don't even have to, you know, do it. You just have to take off this little piece, you know, right there. This little magnet piece right here. And just put it aside. Is unscrew the regular Phillips head screws. You know, it's super easy, you know. Really, really easy. One screw out. Other screw out. And then that's it, you know. Next, all you gotta do next is just pull on the cable and it's out. Where's the camera? It's out. Just like that. Next, you wanna, you know, connect it, your new MagSafe port. And this one is actually better because this actually has, I'm used to the regular mode, but this one has a clip. You can see this little dot here. And that's actually to clip in on the little square hole right there. And when you plug it in, it just clicks right in. So there's no like having to make sure it's in all the way. And that's really great about this about these original MacBook Airs. But you know, it's very rare to replace the MacBook Air MagSafe ports. But anyways, if you do have to replace the port itself, you know, not the cable. The cable's a different story. But, you know, it's gonna be fine, you know. It might be a little wiggly, but that's just how it is. So next, you're gonna wanna put this. Oh, I put it on the wrong way. But you're gonna put the little magnet lip for the bottom panel, because when you put it on, you know, like that, it's gonna have the lip. But without it, there's nothing. So putting on the lip is really important, not unless you don't have it. But next, you want to connect the battery, and this one also clicks in, but this one also clicks in too. So you can just do that. Well, mine is kind of broken. Yeah, my battery's broken with the tab click thing. But anyways, it's the same story. So, you know. Next, you're gonna wanna put your bottom panel on, and there's these little clips on it. So you're gonna want to put that on right there. Right there. And screw in the laptop. These are really easy to screw in. why I love these older MacBooks. Just so easy to screw in. You know, really, really easy. Okay. All right. Gonna screw in this screw next. Just gonna screw this screw in next. And gonna screw this screw in next. You can't really see it, but I am screwing it in. So now that your MacBook Air, you know, is done, can power it on. And of course you want to plug it in and make sure it charges, you know, test everything. You know, I'm gonna test it right here. It's my MagSafe 1 charger. And this one is has some issues, but that's okay. It works fine on my MacBooks, but my mom's computer is not really happy like that. Well, okay, the MagSafe port works, and that's a good sign. I should do with the other MacBook, but anyways, let's test it on the unibody MacBook, you know. Well, of course, you know, you want to test it on your laptops, but this one is faulty port. But anyways, you know, now that you've, you know, somewhat fixed it, can see that, you know, a bunch of seagulls outside scared me, or whatever flying animal that is, a bird, you know, but it sounded like a seagull. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy watching my content, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Also, press the bell.